Okay, so today we're talking about a really great, established, upscale neighborhood in Brentwood, Tennessee called Traditions. So like I said, this is an established neighborhood. It's going to be more of a luxury neighborhood. As you're going to see as we drive through here, you've got some beautiful, beautiful homes in here. So there's a lot of really great things going on in Traditions. Number one, it's a fantastic location. Number two, you've got great amenities in here. You've got some phenomenal builders and it's established. So I mentioned in one of my last videos that, I do a lot of new construction videos just because sometimes they're a little bit easier to cover. A lot of people do want new construction, but a lot of people also want a more established neighborhood. You may not want to live through that whole building process. You may be looking for something that's already done and complete right now. And sometimes you just don't want to live through all that construction in your own neighborhood. But this is kind of the best of all worlds because these homes are a lot newer, although they're not brand new. They've just been recently built. This is a much newer neighborhood, so you probably aren't going to have a lot of updating and things like that in here quite yet, but you don't have to live through that whole building process and having all of the construction in your neighborhood. You get to enjoy that fully established neighborhood, which is really nice. And also, one of my last videos was the top 10 suburbs in Nashville. This neighborhood, Traditions, like I said, is going to be in Brentwood, which according to niche.com is the number 2 suburb in the Nashville area. So this has also been number 1 on the list many years as well. So Brentwood is a really popular location for people who live here, who are moving here. People really like Brentwood. So another reason just to cover this neighborhood and this area. Okay, so stay with me on this. We're going to drive through, see some houses as we drive. We're going to talk about the amenities. We're going to talk about the price points. We're going to talk about the schools. We're also going to show you on a map where this is located so you can have an idea of where you are. And then also we're going to pull up some listings. We're going to talk about some listings in here just to give you an idea of price points, features, talk about the builders, all that stuff. So be sure to stay tuned. So if you don't normally watch my channel, my name is Jennifer Gramling. I'm a real estate agent here in Nashville and the surrounding area. I just put out these videos trying to get you more familiar with the area. We do neighborhood tours, city tours, just talk about all the best places to live. So if you're relocating here or you're moving within Nashville, this is a great channel for you just to kind of do some of that research before you move here. But like I said, I am an agent in the area. So if you have questions at all about moving here or these neighborhoods, relocating, whatever it may be, feel free to reach out. You can find all my contact information in the description. Call, text, email, however you want to get in touch. I'm helping people just like you every single day relocate to this area. There's also a Calendly link there. If you want to book a time to talk directly with me to ask questions, you can do that as well if you're interested in this or any other neighborhood. So go ahead and reach out however you want and we can get all those questions answered. Okay, so let's go ahead and jump in. Let's talk about Traditions. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do, we're going to talk about the homes. We're going to talk about the price points, the lot sizes, the amenities. We're going to show you those, talk about the schools, and then we're going to take a look at the map, show you where it's located, and then we're going to jump into some of those listings. Okay, so as I said, this neighborhood was already being built, so it is finished out. All the lots have been built on. It was built from right around 2017 until about 2023. So as I said, you're going to have newer homes in here. Hopefully they won't need too much updating. Sometimes things can get a little dated pretty quickly, but probably not much updating to be done on a lot of these houses. Plus you've got some really quality builders in here. You're going to have right around 130 homes in here. So a little just shy of 130 homes. So it's a really nice size neighborhood where your pool and amenities and things aren't going to be overly crowded, but it's definitely enough people that you've got a lot of community where you want to get out, go for walks, meet people. You've got lots of community in this neighborhood. And then it actually connects through to other neighborhoods as well. So if you like to get out and walk and things like that, you can go beyond your own neighborhood, connect into those other neighborhoods and run, walk, bike, whatever you want to do. And then you can also connect into the Brentwood trail system, which is amazing, which we'll talk about here in just a little bit as well. But you've got about 130 homes in this particular neighborhood. Now your builders in here, you've got some really great builders who build in a lot of other neighborhoods in the area. So some of them build in neighborhoods like Raintree, Rosebrook, Witherspoon. So you've got builders like Aspen Homes, Tennessee Valley Homes, Drees, Artisan Custom Homes, and Woodbridge Homes. And there are some others in there as well, but a good collection of different builders in here. So you can get different styles in here. Not every house is going to look exactly the same. You don't have the exact same floor plans scattered throughout here. You will see some similar homes, but you do get a lot of variety in here, having all of the different builders, different colors and aesthetics, things like that. So, but really great builders who build a lot here in this area and are in a lot of the different neighborhoods. So you are going to have a lot of their designs in here. You will see some traditional, some modern farmhouse. You'll also see some transitional styles in here. You'll see a lot of brick and stone and some hardy board. So a lot of different styles in here, hopefully enough that you can find something that you love. And then the lot sizes, as you can see, as you drive through here, are going to be a lot larger. So you're going to have somewhere from just under half an acre up to about 3/4 of an acre is really what most of the homes are on. You can get all the way up to an acre, but those are kind of the outlier. Most of the average size of the lots in here are going to be just over half an acre. So you can see that they are a lot more roomy. You're not right on top of each other here. You are going to get some space and things in between your homes in this neighborhood, which helps helps a lot. A lot of people who move here, they don't necessarily want to be right on top of their neighbor, and you can definitely get that in this neighborhood, that more spread out feel where you're not right on top of each other. Okay, now home sizes here are going to be a little bit on the larger side. So your homes in here are going to run from about 4,000 square feet up to about 6,500 square feet plus. You'll typically get 4 to 6 bedrooms in here, 4 to 6 bathrooms, and then you can actually get some larger garages in here. So if you need more garage space, you'll be somewhere from about 3 garage spaces to about 5. So you can get larger garages in here up to about 5 car garages, which is kind of nice, especially if you have lots of cars or you've got additional outdoor toys or you want an extra bay to have like a golf simulator. You know, you've definitely got room to do that in some of these garages. Okay, so that's an overview of the homes in here. So the schools, we'll touch on the schools really quick. The schools you're going to be zoned for here, you will be in Williamson County in Brentwood. You're going to be zoned for Kenrose Elementary, Woodland Middle, and Ravenwood High. So if schools are important to you, be sure to look those up. We'll see where those are on the map in just a second, but those are going to be your schools. And then let's touch really quickly on the amenities. So as you can see right here, you've got a really beautiful amenity center. So not all neighborhoods in and around the Nashville area are going to have a community pool, walking paths, things like that, but you are going to have that in this neighborhood. So you've got a beautiful pool, you've got the cabana area, lots of room to lay out and sit, and then you're going to have tons of green space and walking trails and paths in and throughout this neighborhood. You've got lovely sidewalks, but just having this pool, like if you don't want to have a pool of your own, and you definitely have room in this neighborhood on your lot to be able to put a pool in your own backyard, playgrounds, things like that. But if you want that community pool, you don't want to maintain it yourself, but you want somewhere to be able to take your kids, or you yourself want to go swim and just lay out in the sun, you've got this nice little area right here in your own neighborhood to be able to do that. We're going to talk a little bit more about walking trails and things like that here in just a second when we get to the map and talk about some surrounding parks and things. But this really great pool area is a nice addition to this neighborhood. It's just a great selling point. Okay, so let's take a look at the map really quick and talk about some different features and things in and around this neighborhood. Okay, so right here is where you're located. You can see Tradition Circle. If I zoom out, you've got Wilson Pike right here, and Split Log Road is going to be right here. If we zoom out, you can see kind of where we are in relation to Nashville. So you'll be about 20-25 minutes to get into downtown Nashville with no traffic at all. I'll just show you really quick kind of where your schools are. So right here is going to be Kenrose Elementary School. That's your elementary school. Right here is going to be Ravenwood High. That's your high school. And then right up here is going to be Woodland Middle School, which is going to be on Crockett Road. So that gives you an idea of where your schools are. But right across here, right across Wilson Pike is going to be Smith Park, which is a really cool place to go hang out. You've got Ravenwood Mansion here. A lot of stuff happens here, but a lot of things, like if you take a look at this, you can see all of these hiking trails in and throughout this mountainous area right here. I've got some video of it for you just to kind of show you. It's so pretty. And these hikes are actually decent hikes. You've got miles of hiking trails right here. So these are great to take advantage of. You can connect into there from your own neighborhood, but then you've also got soccer fields and sports fields. You've got tons of playgrounds here, just a lot right here in this area. And then also this is where teenagers love to go take pictures. They love to go take their prom pictures and things like that here. Special events, all of that, you know, happening right here at Smith Park, which is fun. And then also up here at Crockett Park, you know, by Woodland Middle, this is another phenomenal park with tons of sports fields and playgrounds and outdoor amphitheater where, you know, they'll do summer concerts and movies, things like that, all right here at Crockett Park. So this is actually very cool. But you can kind of see like all of these running and walking paths go in through here, and you can connect into those from your own neighborhood. Like I said before, you can walk in and throughout these other neighborhoods, but connecting into these bike paths and bike trails that go in and throughout Brentwood, I mean, you can go as far as you want to go if you're a long distance runner, biker, you know, any of those things. You've got endless amounts of trails in this area to follow and go out and take advantage of, which is one thing that people just absolutely love. And then if I zoom out a little bit from where we are right here, you can see you can take McEwen right here to get over here into Cool Springs. This is probably where you're going to do a lot of your shopping and things like that. You can see right here, you've got Costco. I mention a lot of times, you know, the things that people ask me about a lot, which is Costco, Trader Joe's. You can see they come up on my map here because I probably look at them a lot. You've got Sam's Club, you've got Target right here, you've got a Walmart, you've got a movie theater, Chick-fil-A, all of that right in here. You've got Cool Springs Mall, which is going to be like right here. And literally, I mean, if you zoom in here, you can, there's just literally everything. You've got a sporting goods store. I mean, literally everything that you ever need is going to be right here in this Cool Springs area. And you're only really going to be about 10 minutes to get there from here. So you can either take McEwen right here, which is actually under construction right now. So it can get kind of dicey, but sometimes it's great. So you just kind of have to check your map and make sure you know, or you can come up up here to Moore's Lane and take that over to get into here. Either way, you're super close to get into Cool Springs and everything that you need right there. And then you've got the historic downtown Franklin over here too, which is also really nice to be close to. So you're not going to be far from that at all. If you want to go into downtown Franklin, you can do that. And then you're also pretty close to Nolensville over here as well. So it'll take you about 10 to 15 minutes to get over here into Nolensville if you wanted to go over here and do some things over there. So really close to a lot of things in this area, a lot of really great outdoor activities, a lot of great parks around here, a lot of great running and walking trails, and then really close to get into Cool Springs. And then again, just really easy to get into downtown Nashville. And then the airport's going to be like right over here. So, you know, if you want to get up to the airport, again, it's going to be an easy commute to get to the airport as well. So really convenient location right here in Brentwood. And it's so pretty over here. Okay, so let's take a look really quick at the MLS. We're just going to pull up a couple of listings to talk about pricing and things like that. But just to give you an idea, pricing in here, it's pretty consistent over the past year. You're going to be right around 2 million, give or take. So you can get a little bit under that, maybe down to about 1.8, 1.85, all the way up to about 2.5. But about 2.1 to 2.2, 2.3 is going to be that sweet spot of where you're going to find most of your listings in this neighborhood. It's pretty consistent. But let's go ahead and take a look at some of the listings in here. Okay, I'm not going to spend a ton of time on these, but I just kind of wanted to give you an idea of what some of the listings look like, what the pricing looks like, things like that. So here you've got one. This is going to be 4 bedrooms, 5 baths. This was built by Tennessee Valley Homes back in 2021. So still pretty new. It's going to be almost 4,400 square feet, and it's going to be right at about a half an acre. And again, I'm not going to spend a ton of time on this, but you've got a brand new saltwater pool here. You can see it's an all brick exterior. You've got really pretty hardwoods in here and your double front door. You've got some nice light fixtures and some pretty beams. You've got a huge screen porch in here, which is great. You've got floor to ceiling cabinets, which is really nice. You've got your separated refrigerator, freezer, and then you've just got beautiful countertops. Love this pantry. I really like wallpaper in pantries, but this just gives you kind of an idea of what the insides of these homes are going to look like as we kind of scroll through here, just to give you an idea. You've got some additional storage up here, some walk-in storage, which is nice. You've got your epoxy garage floor, and they did just put in this pool, which is really nice. And again, you're on this half acre lot, which is going to give you more room to spread out. You've still got some nice yard to enjoy, even with the pool. If you're, you know, on a smaller lot and you put in a pool, sometimes you lose some of that yard. So on these larger lots, you still get to retain your yard and put in your pool, which is super nice. And so this is what this one looks like. It's really pretty. And then you've got the clubhouse pool down here, just in case. We've got this one listed right at 2.29. This is going to be 5 beds, 5 baths, and 2 half baths, and 5,500 square feet almost, and just shy of half an acre. So this was also Tennessee Valley Homes, built in 2019. So we'll just take a look at this, see what kind of some of these differences are. You've got your white painted brick. You've got some beautiful hardwood floors here, some really nice details in the dining room, and some really pretty lights. Love the colors and things that they've used in here. It looks really rich and pretty. Again, you've got nice beams in here and some pretty light fixtures. And you've got your gas fireplace. Again, floor to ceiling cabinets, great refrigerator, and then again, a nice big pantry, really pretty laundry room. You've got your drop zone here with enclosed cabinets. Lots of nice wood details in this house. And then just scrolling down, you've got really pretty tile. So they've done a really nice job in this house. This is super pretty. Love this light fixture. Again, more trim walls, which is great. I love to see that throughout these houses. And you've got this really pretty overlook up here, really nice bonus space. You've got a great workout room up here, which is all set up for you, which is really nice. And then you're going to have some nice outdoor space here as well with your screened-in porch, your nice fire pit out here, and then you've got your 3-car garage on the side here. And then you can see again, you've got more of those amenities. And then we're just going to look at this one. This one actually recently sold for $2.247. This was 5 beds, 5 baths, and a half bath, and right around 5,000 square feet. And we can take a look just really quickly at some of these just to give you an idea. So this has a nice big lot, nice big flat lot on it. Really pretty. Again, you're going to get a lot of those carpentry details in here. You've got some pretty built-ins, but you can just see that a lot of these houses, they're all going to look very nice on the inside. They were very tastefully designed by the designers or the people who built them. And so they've done a really nice job with a lot of these details. You've got this beautiful back porch with this beautiful ceiling, great views back here, and a huge yard. You've got your gas fireplace out there, huge bonus room up here, and just really nice tile, really nice details. So these are the types of homes that you're going to find in this neighborhood. Just trying to take a look at some of the inside of these, just trying to give you an idea of what the homes in Brentwood, kind of in this price point in this neighborhood, are going to look like finish wise inside. So you can see that they're actually really nice. Okay, so that's Traditions. As you can see, this is just a really beautiful neighborhood. And one of the things I love most about it is going to be your larger lot sizes so that you have a lot more space, a lot more room to spread out. You're not on top of each other. And I love the location of this. This is such a great location, being right across from Smith Park, having access to all those trails, all that outdoor space, the parks, all of that, and being in close proximity to Nashville. This is a great, great location. And then on top of that, you've got some great, great builders in here. You've got some beautiful finishes. I mean, it's just all around a fantastic neighborhood. So if you're thinking about Brentwood, if this is kind of your price point, you want to be in Williamson County, this is a great neighborhood to look in if this is kind of what you're trying to find. But we do have a lot of other great content coming out soon. So if you have questions at all about this neighborhood or any other, again, don't hesitate to reach out. We can get all your questions answered. We can go do some tours of homes for you, whatever you need to do in order to do your research to move here. Don't hesitate to reach out, book an appointment to talk with me right on that Calendly link, call, text, email, however you want to get in touch. But please do subscribe, like this video if it was helpful to you. And if there's a video that you want to see, if there's a neighborhood you're interested in, you haven't seen a video on it, definitely comment that down below or shoot me a message and let me know, and we'll try to get that covered for you. Hopefully you like this neighborhood, but definitely more coming out soon. So be sure to subscribe. Thanks so much, and we'll see you on the next video.